Thank you for coming. I'm glad you took the bait on the clickbait title. But I do want to be inside of you. All of you. I would love it. As usual, how I like to teach classes at camp is I like to do something as fundamental as possible, as I possibly can. I try to find the very basic fundamental mechanics of how Jiu-Jitsu works, because I find that works really well to teach to a big group of all levels. So as I see it, there is in Jiu-Jitsu we have kind of all the techniques, so to say, all the things you can pull off. But underneath that, there is always some background fights going on. You know? We fight for certain things. An analogy I like to use is that it's like a background process that always runs when you roll. Like there's always something going on in the background, and you must identify what it is, because if you want to beat me with technique, you have to beat me in the background process fights first. You know? And there's like a handful of them. And basically when I roll, I don't ever kind of identify technique, so to say. I don't really know what my opponent is doing most of the time. Actually, to be honest, I have no idea what they're doing. But I know what they're trying to accomplish, like mechanically. Yeah? So there's like a handful of things that always goes on behind the scenes. And I think it's very valuable to try to identify that and then know that's what you're fighting for, more than fighting for spamming solutions, techniques. Yeah? So one of the really important background process fights that I at least keep in mind all the time when I roll is the fight for inside position. You know? Inside position is almost always, because there are no absolutes here, but it will almost always make you stronger or give you a better position. You know? A better kind of foundation for being stronger than your opponent. You have a foundation to execute technique if you win the inside position game. So it's not really like rocket science or anything complicated, and I could explain it all in a few minutes, but as usual I'll try to explain it and then just let you do it until you agree that I'm right, and that's the class usually, and that's my class usually. So what I will do is I'm going to try to give you some examples of this, and also more like some examples of how I would teach Jiu-Jitsu basically from the starting point of fighting for inside position, because I think that's one of the first things that you need to be really, really good at. My job as a coach is to give people habits, not really give them solutions or technique solutions, call it what you want, but I want to give people habits. And one of the habits that you need to be very, very good at is always try to win inside position. And as with any rule, they don't always apply. Like you don't have to do it all the time, but it's never a bad idea to do. You know, you can. There are like edge cases where you can execute some stuff, or sometimes it requires a lot of athleticism to do it, but sometimes it's just like a weird fucking move. But it's never a bad idea to do. You don't always have to do it, but it's never a bad idea. I'm gonna pick a few situations and then demonstrate how I would teach it with this in mind, because I would like to, if I teach someone Jiu-Jitsu, anything Jiu-Jitsu, I want it to be from a kind of a core of winning background processes. Yeah. So one of them today, the focus is winning inside position. So whatever I want to teach, I want to start from building a strong core of winning inside position, and from there we kind of branch out into like how that situation can evolve and other skills that you put on. And at the end, once you have that, you plug in technique. Yeah? Attacks, escapes, defense, submission, sweeps, all this stuff. But the inside position has to be strong first. Yeah? So just to repeat myself, as I see it, if you want to beat me with technique, you have to beat me in the background process fight first. Yeah? And there's a handful of them. So please you. Let's have to pick what to do today. Let's actually I'll just demo a little bit first. Standing even first. Yeah. Okay. Inside, good. Yeah. Outside, bad. Right. Inside, good. Outside, bad. Okay. You got it? Got it. Thank you for the class. We could use some drills. You've done this so much anyway. So we could say I would have people, let's say even on day one, just say, try to win inside position on the body. On underhooks. Go. And it looks something like this. Yeah. I think anyone can do this on day one. Probably all have. That's good. This is a good habit. Yeah. So we don't all have to do that right now, but you play that a little bit, create a habit of winning inside position. Then we do inside on the neck. Go. Oh, you didn't do Muay Thai?
No.
Okay, yeah. So, thank you. So inside on the body, great. Inside on the neck, great. Yeah. Again, it's not really rocket science, but if I'm very good at that, yeah, I create a situation where I have a huge advantage. Yeah, even if this is just wrestling, or MMA, Muay Thai, whatever. If you win inside position, you always have an advantage, right? There's very few situations, very few techniques, I would say maybe none, that are based on you just giving away underhooks first. Yeah, I can't think of any. Maybe if you're like a Chechen wrestler, like double overhooks and fucking throw you like that. Yeah? But that's not us. So now let's do something a little bit relevant to jiu-jitsu. We can. Let's say I take you through a very brief, short, fast-forwarded process of how I would teach guard. Like day one, you come in, you want to learn guard. Yeah? How would I do that? I have one approach would be to start showing you techniques. Yeah, I'll show you a step-by-step sweep, step-by-step pass, step-by-step submission. Yeah, done with that. So let's say, sit on your butt. Okay, first things first. I want to give day one student here a habit of winning inside position. Yeah? So we play a little game. The game is simple. Hands on the mat, butt on the mat. Yeah? You try to put your legs inside of my legs. Any way you want. Yeah? That's the point. Hands on the mat. I told you hands on the mat. I'm cheating. Okay, good. Yeah. Pretty simple. So just for the sake of just letting you feel it on your own body, the process of the class, let's try to do this very complicated game first. So you grab a partner, sit on your butt, hands on the mat, just try to be inside with your legs to begin. Yeah? As always, I don't do or understand the clapping thing, so you can just get started. Right? Yeah? No! Stay where you are. Okay, so now we need to practice something very important for my class. Is we have to practice how to switch partner. Yeah? So it works like this. When I say new partner, you stand up, hand in the air, on your toes, big smile. You look around, someone else has their hand up, someone. And you take the person right away. Yeah? Let's just practice first, okay? New partner. There we go. Oh, let's take it. New partner, switch again. New partner, switch again. All right, same game. Let's go. On your butt. Go. So, okay, that was not complicated, right? Anyone can do this. I can often start a class like this as warm-up, just get people going. Not wasting any time on anything else, but building habits. Yeah. So now we just do the same thing on your butt. Yeah. Try to win inside, but now you can use your hands. Okay. In any way you want. You can grab. You can grab the pants. You can kind of overhook, underhook the legs as you want. Try to be a bit creative. Obviously, if you're a complete beginner, it might look like this. Yeah, but you can also, I cannot invert or something. Yeah, try to go from behind, round, anything you want. Grab the legs. Do anything you want. Just try to be inside of him. Yeah? Okay, let's do that. So let's practice again. New partner. Big smile. Let's go. Okay, stay where you are. Stay where you are. Next thing we have to learn is that for every round we do, I won't do it as much today because we don't have that much time and I'm trying to skip through stuff. But for every round we do of this, you get like a 30-second time span after where you can chat a little bit. Yeah, have a little conversation about what was good, what was bad. If it was an easy round for you, you have to explain. If it was difficult, you have to ask questions. Yeah, so you get 30 seconds, just talk about what just happened. Okay, do that. So, just to explain really quick, I would let people do 100 rounds, yeah? Evaluate after each round. As you can hear, there's a lot of data in the room that's being shared, right? Lo and behold, it doesn't come from the black belt instructor. You actually have a lot of things to teach each other. So I like to do many rounds with many partners, always evaluate after. So if you have a difficult round, your partner is going to explain why it was difficult, usually after. Yeah? You had an easy round, this is your time to try to explain something. So that's very important. But that's not what we do today. So I will do the exact same thing. Again, in the process of teaching someone guard for the first time ever, yeah? Try to win inside, use your hands, you know, go behind, invert, whatever you want, overhook, underhook, or like leg, whatever stuff. But now I can also win if I manage to get on top for 3 seconds. Yeah, that's it. Of course, he needs to try to prevent me from getting on top. Huh? So if I'm trying to, let's say I'm trying to get up, he's going to try to put me back down. That didn't go very well for him, but you get the point. What he was trying to do. So you try to win by getting inside or getting on top, yeah? In any way you want. Okay. When you get on top, you get 1 point. You can't use it for anything, but it's still a point. Yeah. So that's pretty simple. So same game basically. Use your arms, use your legs. Try to be inside. Try to get on top. Yeah. After the round, I would love to give you a lot of time to talk, but I gotta run. I have 1 hour. Okay. So no. Stop. Put your hand up. Yes. Big smile. Look around. Go. So, okay, that looked pretty good, pretty simple, right? So let's move on. Where's Aaron? I'm hiding. All right, so let's try from standing. That's awkward. Use this. Okay, no, I said. Okay, that's Brazilian wrestling for you right there. Okay, step out on the mat first. Okay, so let's try 1 person standing, 1 person sitting. Yeah. What is he trying to do? He's trying to win inside position in one way or another. Yeah. What do I try to do? I try to avoid him winning that space. Yeah. I have a lot of passing if I win inside, but the main focus for now, at least for when we're beginning doing this, is just to avoid him getting the inside position without me running away. Yeah. And he can do it in any way he wants, depending on his game. Try something. Yeah. Look, he's inside. This is bad for me. Yeah. I want to get. This is really bad. Time. Good tool. Okay. And he can be as creative as he wants, yeah? So maybe if I do it, maybe if you're a complete beginner, I will say I don't have to teach you any like technique stuff, but as complete beginners, I would say just try to get here, maybe. Yeah? If you can get here as a beginner, you have a very good foundation for doing stuff. Why? Because you're inside. Yeah? Or maybe it's more advanced. You have like a little inside control with the hook. Yeah? Where you go one underneath. Or maybe he can also sit down as he wants. He can stand up on your knees. What do I have to do if he's sitting down? I need my hooks. Yeah, I need to go underneath. I need like half guard stuff. Oh, it's all inside. Yeah? So now we just play the game. It's really simple. He's on his butt. I'm standing up. He wants to be inside of me. Can't blame him. Yeah. And if he gets, let's say, if he gets the inside position and I can't get out for a few seconds, then we can switch. Yeah. For now, we don't have a mechanic for when we switch, so you just kind of have to do it on your own. So it might look something like this. No. Yes. I need another demo partner. Yeah. And if I get kind of caught, then we switch, yeah? The point is that this is building real habits. Like we're not wasting 1 second of practice doing something that won't directly translate to sparring or competition, yeah? So grab a partner, 1 person standing, 1 person sitting, short round, short chat, switch a few times, that's it, okay? Okay. Sorry for rushing it, but I'm trying to demonstrate it all in 1 hour. The evaluation round is really, really important. Most because I don't have to teach anything. You share the information yourselves. I would throw in a few pointers here and there, maybe put the group together for a few minutes and say, did you even think about playing guard like this and see what happens. You know, maybe I'll give a few pointers, but mostly the group can teach itself. You know? I end up being just a glorified DJ with a whistle. That's all I do. So the habit I want to build for him is to win inside position. Yeah, and it helps me a lot because I might not know what he's doing. I mostly, as I said, I don't really do. I don't really know what technique he's doing. I can't understand it. If he pulls off something on me, I cannot teach it after. Yeah? I've done jiu-jitsu 25 years. I still cannot like, oh, that's what you did, and then teach it to someone else. I can't do it. But I know exactly what he's trying to do. Yeah? He's trying to win the inside position. So the key is, when I lose the situation, when it happens that I get swept or submitted, I know exactly why. That's the point. That's a really, really important point, is that I understand why it happened. Not because I don't have time to analyze every single technique that happened. Yeah? Someone footlocked me yesterday. It was beautiful. I tapped a footlock yesterday, and I know exactly why, because I could not prevent those impossible legs getting inside. I could not win that game, and then I had to tap the footlock. Yeah? So that's it. Now let's try to put it together a little bit. So now we're gonna try starting on our butts. Yeah. Okay. We try to win inside or try to get on top. Yeah. Give me 1 second. I wanted to. I don't care. 1 point. Now, we try to win inside, yeah? Or get on top. If I get on top, we go directly into the next game. He tries to win inside. Yes, that's it. If he gets the inside position, yeah, all he has to do now is to put my hands on the mat. Yeah? If he can make me put my hands on the mat, now I sit back down. And now we play here. Yeah? So, continue. Trying to get on top. He manages to get on top. Immediately I look for inside. Oh shit. If I get inside, it's a little bit faster than I can start because my technique is pretty good. I managed to put his hands on the mat, he sits down. Now we play from here. Yeah? I stand up. Some time. Now we play here. Yeah, he's trying to get inside. Can't do it. That's it. If he gets inside now, I only fight to either get out or not put my hands on the mat. That's it. On the butt immediately. Alright? If I am if he's a higher belt or more experienced, yeah, then he has to put my butt on. Okay? So if I'm a beginner, he just needs to put my hand. But if I'm let's imagine he's a blue belt, I'm a black belt, yeah, then he needs to put, the other way around. He's a black belt, I'm a blue belt. Yeah, then he needs my butt to touch the mat. Yeah, so you can adjust the game a little bit depending on the level. Okay? So hand or butt, depending on how good you think you are. Yeah? But no passing, no submitting, no sweeping. Yeah? All you try to do, win inside position, off balance a little bit. If you win the off balance, then you play again from your butt. And you have to switch directly. It's not like he's off balancing me, and then it's not like this. Ready? Go. Yeah? No. It has to be a continuous flow. Okay? Pretty straightforward. So let's try that. Thumbs up on 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's do it. So, pretty easy, yeah? So hopefully that gives you kind of an idea of how we could approach teaching guard. Yeah? I can add one more thing. You kind of add stuff onto it. We can add passing just for the sake of adding passing. So we do the same game. I might, if I had more time, I might do more like separate little games to kind of break it up and build towards it. Or we can just add it right away. Start on the butt, yeah? Try to win inside, that's great. If I win inside, it's good, yeah, I get my point. Or I try to get on top. If I get on top, immediately he's trying to win inside. And he's trying to off balance me, yeah? Just put, if I'm good, if he's good, he's gotta put my butt on the mat. If he's not very good, just my hands, yeah? Now, when I'm on top, we can add that I can also win if I just put my chest on his chest for 3 seconds, yeah? So if I can just do that, then I win the round, and then we reset back to our butts, yeah? What's he trying to do? He's trying to win inside position still, not let me put my chest on his chest, yeah? So it might look, I get on top, now it looks like this. Yeah, and he's trying to win inside and off balance me. I'm trying to look for that chest. Just looking for pressure. 1, 2, 3. Yeah? If I do that, then we can reset. Yeah? Again, building habits for people, not showing specific 1, 2, 3 how to pass the guard. Yeah, I just want to have a habit of pressuring forward and closing that distance with the chest. If you can do that, then you have a really good foundation for starting to like have more specific passing and more details. Yeah? So we can play one round just for the sake of doing it. Start on your butt, use your hands, try to win inside, try to get on top. If you get on top, your job is to put chest to chest, 3 seconds. If you're on bottom, your job is to win inside and off balance. Yeah, and then you just keep going, non-stop. Okay? Thumbs up on 3. 1, 2, 3. So hopefully that makes sense. Again, it was as short as possible, hands-on explanation for how I would approach teaching people guard. And I have a mixed. I stopped teaching, but it would always be a mixed class, complete beginners and black belts, and everything in between. Yeah? Because I think it's super important once you get to do many of these rounds. Imagine you do 200 rounds like this. Yeah? Then you build really strong habits of winning inside position, off balancing, closing the distance to the chest. The basic skills that you need to be very, very good at in guard situations. Yeah? If you do 200 rounds with 200 different people of all levels, yeah, then you know how it is to lose, you know how it is to win, you get to ask all the questions. If someone is beating you every time, you have a designated time after each round to try to make them explain to you how they beat you. Right? Really important. So, yeah, but I can talk about that for a long time. Shit, 15 minutes. Okay, let's try to do something else. But again, working from building a core of building habits of winning inside position is kind of where we start with the guard. And then I build out from there. More details on passing, more details on posture, sweeps, blah, blah, blah. But everything has to come from winning that background process of winning inside position. Yeah? That has to be the fight all the time, right? You don't have to do it, but it's never a bad idea. And if you lose it, if you lose this fight, for sure everything is going to be difficult in the guard. It's going to be so difficult to teach. If you cannot win inside position, I cannot teach you how to pass or how to sweep or how to get on top or how to scramble. You need to be good at this skill. That's why playing games like this will never be a waste of time. Because every minute you spend is a minute on practicing something that will happen in sparring every single time. Yeah? If the practice part of the training doesn't look exactly like sparring after, then we're wasting our time. That's my opinion at least. So let's do something else. I don't have a lot of time, but in general, if it's a guard-based situation, and again, there are no hard rules, but in general, in guard-based situations, we're fighting for inside of the legs, yeah? Because the legs are very involved, this kind of first line of defense in guard. So in any kind of a scramble situation, let's say after a sweep or after a takedown where my legs are pointing at each other, winning inside of the legs is great. Yeah, that's going to get you a long way. That or getting on top. That's the habits that you need to work on. Yeah? But let's say if I pass the guard and we start to work top versus bottom, then we play inside on the arms mostly. Mount is a little bit of an outlier because it's both legs and arms, so I could kind of, I'm gonna skip it today, but I'll show it another time if you want. But let's talk about top versus bottom situations. So we learned that guard, I would love to win inside of the legs. Yeah, if I win that, his guard is kind of not really existing, right? Now, if we are in any top versus bottom situation, maybe with the exception of Mount half guard, yeah, but still, primarily, once we identify as one person having a dominant top position, one person being a bottom, the game changes a little bit because now I have to win inside of the arms, right? The legs are a little bit out of the game until he starts playing some kind of guard again, right? So basically, just to explain a lot of things in a very short time, is that whenever he's on bottom, he wants to not let me win inside of his arms. Yeah. What I have to do to be efficient on top is to win that space, yeah, inside of the arms. So that could be an underhook, like this. Yeah. It could be kind of an overhook, like this. It could be something like this. Yeah. It could be anything, really. I want to be inside of the arms. If I'm inside of the arms, my top position is good. Yeah. If I'm not, I most of the time don't actually have any top control, right? So if I'm on top, but I cannot win the inside of the arms, just like we did standing, Hong for underhooks. If I cannot win that, my top position is basically lost. There are a few outliers, like gi chokes or some stuff, but I really need to win this space. Yeah. So that's why, if you know Preet, he talks a lot, but everything he's doing is just that. Yeah. Deny that space. Yeah. If he can deny that space, I don't have shit, really. You know. So I could give a million examples, but I like to just let people play with it right away. So we could do one game first, really simple. He's not allowed to pull guard and he's not allowed to escape. All he has to do is to be on bottom, move around, and try to not let me win that space. Yeah, that's it. If I win that space in one way or the other, with my arm, my head, my body, my legs, my butt, whatever. If I exist in here, then I won. Yeah, and then we can reset. So I think we've done this a little bit before. Yeah. So okay, he cannot escape. He cannot pull guard. Thank God. Okay, go. He can move around as he wants. I'll try to switch position a little bit to something else. Let's say anything. Turtle, maybe. That's it. Oh shit! Oh! Maybe sit up like pandas. And fundamentally, my top game does not exist until I win that space. So let's just imagine now you pull guard 1,000 push-ups. So, but if I manage to go here, yeah, now I have something to work with. Now my top game is activated. I can do stuff. Yeah. If you come tomorrow, it might be like arm bars, but it could be anything, right? But fundamentally, once the guard is not being played, once we're top versus bottom, in any situation, the defender is trying to deny this space. The attacker is trying to win that space with overhooks, underhooks, legs, body, head, anything. Yeah, that'll make. If I can win it, my life is easy. If I can't, it's usually just a matter of time before he finds a way out. Yeah? So I know that's like a very open-ended thing to throw you into, but let's try. Yeah, grab a partner. Bottom person cannot pull guard. You're about to clap. I saw your hand. Bottom person cannot pull guard, cannot escape. Yeah. Yeah, you can do that for now. Yeah, you can do that for now. All you can do on bottom is move around. Yeah, and try not to give away that space. Let's try that first, just as an open, just throwing it out. Okay. Who clapped last time? No. You had one job. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. That was obviously very, let's say, not very detailed description of your job here. But what I want you to try to get a sense of is that once we're talking top versus bottom, the primary background fight that goes on is who wins this space. Yeah. If I'm on bottom, I don't want him to be in. If he gets that wins this space on one or two sides, I am screwed. Yeah. It's really difficult to get out. If I can defend that space and move around, then I can find escapes much easier. Yeah. Likewise, if I'm the top guy, yeah, I know that what I need to have a top position, to actually have a top position that works, is I need to win that inside space. I need underhooks. I need to put my hips there, my legs there. You know, let's say in mount, I want to move up high, so his arms are like that. Yeah, something like that. It's all just getting into that space to kind of activate my top position to do stuff. Yeah? Again, if you want to beat me with technique, you have to beat me with that first that happens behind the scene. Yeah? And likewise, I'm trying to demo a little bit, because once you play this a little bit, I would love for you to do 20 rounds. So you would accidentally run into someone who's done this a lot, because then you see how stupidly obvious it is that this is all that's going on, really. So if you pass my, I will do as a mission for myself. Every single round I roll, I will let people pass my guard and just try to be on bottom for half the round. Just try to stay safe and get out. Yeah? But anyway, I'm not even sure what I'm doing, but just kind of passed. He passed my guard. Immediately, we're not fighting for inside of the legs anymore, right? Now I only have one thing in mind: don't give him the underhooks. Okay, so he's pretty clever. I mean, he knows this stuff, but I also do this for a little bit. So I actually don't care as long as he's not inside my arms. What is that shit? What is that? What is that? I'm not in danger, really. I'm fine, yeah? Even if, oh shit, that left hand is a problem. That's a problem. even if he attacks a choke or something, I actually kind of like when he goes for the neck, yeah? Because I love it, okay. As long as I don't give up this space, yeah, then I'm fine. If I start doing this, and well, now it's over. Yeah? But as long as I don't give up that space, what actually happens is that now he's only got one hand to win inside space. Because this is actually great for me. He can't choke me. Yeah, I just have to do this. Oh, choke. Fine. Yeah, choke the other side. Oh shit. And again, look, this is a very important point. When things go wrong, I'm able to identify why. That's a really important point, yeah? Because you can roll for 10 years and not know why he suddenly took your back and things were shit, yeah? But now I know exactly why, because he won this space, yeah? And now I'm in trouble. So what do I have to do to fix it? This, now I'm fine, yeah? Choke me. Choke me. Choke me. Yeah. And often, as my pet project, I try to be on bottom, let people do stuff, go for a choke, and then I try to get on top from there. Because I know as long as I'm disciplined and not giving up, not losing that fight, then I can often use that as an escape. Yeah, so very, very often I escape in chokes. And it's a kind of a sweep because I end up on top. Yeah, it's almost easier to sweep from bottom than, it's easier for me to sweep from a choke than it is from guard, because they don't expect it. Yeah, so very often it's kind of on my back. There's a choke, my way out, yeah? Because he didn't win that space. So I can do wild shit, yeah? And guess what? On bottom, hey, you all know this. Side control. We all know this, right? What if he gets an underhook? We all know this is bad for me. Why? Because he wins inside position. He's on bottom, but he just won inside position. Yeah, so why is he about to get out? Because I lost it. Yeah, I lost that position. So, or even, let's say half guard, same thing. Yeah, we're very, very 50-50. We're scissoring here, right? If I get the underhook, now I start passing. If he gets the underhook, I'm screwed, right? I'm probably gonna go that way or that way, yeah? Why? Because the fight that actually happens is inside of the arms, in top versus bottom. That's what we're fighting for, yeah? Not anything else. So then that becomes really interesting, because sometimes I'm on bottom. I did it before, but a little bit too fast. Sometimes I'm on bottom, yeah? I just get on top, kind of. And I do something like that, yeah? He might not recognize it because it's a little bit unorthodox, but what am I doing? It's an underhook, yeah? It's really difficult for him to win top position now, and it's very easy for me to get out, yeah? Yes. Why? Because I win inside position. So the interesting thing is that once you really understand this game, top and bottom doesn't really even exist. Like, it's just inside. Yeah? So if I'm on bottom, I can have a better position if I win inside position, yeah? With the arms. That's a little bit weird, right? But I prefer much to be here. Now I'll just use this example again. I prefer so much more to be here than I prefer to be, let's say, on top with no inside control. Yeah, let's say that. Yeah, the first one was much better for me. Right? From there I can set up guillotines, escapes, even top positions, scrambles where he puts his arm out. You know, even fucking like judo throws. Yeah, I can do nothing from top if I don't win inside position. Yeah? So I'm running out of time, but I hope you get the point, right? That guard situations, we fight for inside under the legs, mostly. Yeah. Whenever it's a top versus bottom, we fight for inside of the arms, mostly, right? You don't have to do it all the time, but it's never a bad idea. Never a bad idea if you keep that in mind. Yeah? So that's a really important background process, fight that you have to win, and practice and practice and practice. And if I cannot beat you in that, if you come back in 1 year and I cannot beat you in inside position, then I cannot do technique on you. I cannot execute things. There are I'm reluctant to speak in absolutes, but I don't believe there are any techniques based on you giving up underhooks first, like on bottom, right? There's not much, at least, where, let's say I'm on top. I don't know. Is there any good technique for you where you start like that? I'm not sure. Right? Everything starts from you getting underhook, an overhook, you know, or even fucking like, even God, I want to win inside of the arms to do stuff. Yeah. If I'm not there, I can't do anything. I cannot submit him, even in guard. Let's say some kind of guard. If I cannot get in there, yeah. I cannot sweep you if I cannot get in there, right? So, but I'm running around in circles here, so I keep saying the same thing. But I hope that makes sense. And I recommend, whenever you roll, just try to win inside position with your legs, with your arms, all the time for the next 20 years, 25 years, something like that. Yeah. If you're good at that, then everything else becomes easy. Cool. Thank you so much for coming to my class. I have another class tomorrow about arm bars, which is surprise, surprise. You need to win inside position to get an arm bar, right? So let's do that tomorrow. Cool. Thank you so much.